My opinion on DACA is that I think that it's fairly necessary for people who were brought here as children to be able to, stay and utilize the privileges that we have as Americans, because it's not their fault that they came here. How I came to that opinion was I actually know many, many, many undocumented immigrants. I grew up with a lot of them as neighbors in my neighborhood. And I know many, many people who have been affected by DACA, especially now that it is being threatened to be stripped away. I know a lot of people who are very scared of being deported to a place that they don't know. I'm back and forth about my opinion on the university and the DACA students here. I know that, a few months ago we had a job fair here and ICE agents were at the job fair, which I think is very inappropriate. I don't think that, at a university-sponsored event like that where people are just trying to get jobs and, and work just like everybody else, I don't think that there should be a presence like that. I do know that as far as DACA students being ousted by the university, I haven't seen much of that, but I also don't have much experience with that side of things. But I do know many DACA students who are here that say that their experience has been fairly pleasant, other than the presence of ICE agents at things like the job fair.
Let's say for overall DACA, it's something that certainly lives in a utopian type of thing where, yeah, it sounds really great on paper, but it's just not something that seems like it should work or can work, I guess, because you have all these people who did do the fair process, went through it, and are not necessarily saying that process is good or wrong, but it is the right way currently, so they should not get a step ahead of people who came here legally, is essentially my thoughts on it. As far as my personal opinion, I've had this for a very long time. As soon as I started getting into politics, and that's not one thing that got me into it, is it shouldn't take you 10 years and thousands of dollars to do it. So I would say shortening the immigration process would certainly help out the number of legal crossings. It would make people more apt to want to do it the legal way. So I would think that'd be a good step in the right direction. Because, it's just definitely, as a state, it's really hard to tell just because, like I said, we are affected by it. We do get those people, but it's not necessarily our, like I said, it's along the Texas, Arizona, New Mexico borders that tend to actually get the people going in, but they also find their way up here. So, like I said, it's more so a federal thing to take care of because it is multiple states that are partaking in this.